Welcome, guys, into another Otago Volts episode. Sad news for Fred. He got injured before the start of the West Indies series, so he'll be taking no further part. Foxcroft got a call up into the team. Foxcroft bowled pretty well on day one, 2 for 20, and New Zealand's attack got taken apart by the West Indies. Just to give you an update there. Form has been okay, so the domestic tables will show that we're in second place with 3 wins, 2 loss, and a no result in between games. Pretty tight competition again, you'd have to say. Like 2 very important games today against Central Districts and Northern Districts. We've got to pretty much at least win one game in the episode, keep in control, because we've got a game in hand on Canterbury. Central Districts could be the big movers of today. They have a couple games on hand on everyone else. But let's look at the results. So, yeah, pretty much straight after the abandoned game, I think, was when Fred got injured. But yeah, Canterbury pretty much compiled 174 for 7 off 19 overs. McConchy 46 off 27, 5 fours, 1 6. Good start for Nichols and Boyle. They were just sublime, really. Muller in the last over took 4 wickets. No, he didn't. He took 4 wickets in the 18th over of the game. And he kind of brought it back for us. He got rid of Munro. He got rid of Anderson. He got rid of Latham and Nichols at a very important time of the innings when things were starting to get a bit out of hand. But a good tidy performance from Muller. And yeah, obviously the game was abandoned. So in the next game, Auckland posted 166 for 7. A lot of contributions throughout. Handy scores from Chapman, Garside, Bradshaw and Horn, you'd have to say. Tidying up performances from Kay and Adair, Muller and Fulcher, a wee bit expensive there. In response, we were in deep trouble at 75 for 7, and good fight back from Taylor and Fulcher. Fulcher 65-36, 10 fours, 2 sixes. Just left it a wee bit too late to have run in the end, but we just lost too many wickets at the start. Like, disappointing efforts from really the top 6. Just put Taylor and Fulcher under immense pressure. 3 for 17 for the Zimbabwean import of Blessings Murzabani. I used him in a save for Northamptonshire. Very good player. Very, very experienced. And, yeah, we just didn't do quite enough in that game. It looked like it was going to be the case against Wellington as well. Wellington 184 for 7. Blistering start. Williams was on fire. He got the first 4 wickets of pretty much the game. Had them 8 for 4. And then Gibson and Blundell, no regard for how many wickets they had in hand at the time, just got them out of trouble. And then it was Nathan Smith and Blundell just blasting our bowlers to all parts. And Moody finishing off there well. But yeah, 73 or 43 for Blundell, 8 fours, 3 sixes. Smith, 57 or 37, 7 fours, 2 sixes was brilliant. Williams getting a 5 for his first ever 5 for and the best bowling figures for a Otago player against Central Districts. So he'll be quite happy with that, as he wants to build consistency into a season. Mark Adair bowled pretty well, 2-1 for 21, and it was needed because everyone else took a bit of a pummeling, and we had to bowl a part-timer in Rutherford to try and make up the overs, and it just didn't look like it was going to be the case in the run chase. We were 60 for 5, 110 for 6. But young Taylor, 68 of 44, 10 fours, 2 sixes. Brilliant counter-attacking batting. He had belief right to the end. He run out Daryl Mitchell. It was just a crazy run. It was just tip and run. You know how you play that game at school, and he runs Mitchell out, who was looking good himself. Fulcher got a handy 6 there, but we somehow won this game. Incredible performance, which was really needed. So today's games are going to be against Wellington and Northern Districts. I was going to play Central Districts, but I might save those last couple of games for off video stuff. So, like I said, we haven't played Wellington too often on video, so let's readjust this team, shall we? So yeah, here's our team for today's game against Wellington to start off with. Rutherford, Cooper, Kelly, Bruce, Allen, Mitchell, very experienced top 6. The excitement of Taylor at 7, Adair at 8, Williams at 9, Muller at 10, and young Kay is going to get another go as well. Kay's made a positive start to his season. Just getting more and more opportunities. Hopefully he can develop into a really good bowler. So good to give him another opportunity. Let's see the conditions. So the conditions are a bit overcast, first innings, and we'll probably be looking to bowl first on this surface. So hopefully we do win the toss, which we have. A lot of all-rounders in that Wellington team, and maybe opening batsman batting at 9. Jeepers, Georgian. He'd be surely higher than Georgian. But good lineup, a lot of bowling in that team, so Wellington are not going to lack the options. Pretty much with the ball swinging round, we bowl quite defensively, so this their bowlers bowl in the right channels. It's going to be the key. 2 off the first over. Just want to build some scoreboard pressure on them, just read the situation quite well, and that's a key wicket. Ravindra is a very, very dangerous all-rounder. Very much has played a lot of games for the Black Caps as well. Look at that career. It's just quite a handy cricketer all round. Hasn't really set the world alight in the 20 over stuff, but getting Ravindra early is quite good. Blundell and Bracewell are very experienced operators. Got to make sure we contain them. 20 for 1 after 3 as we make our first change as K comes into the attack. Here we went for 10. And Markadeer, get the key wicket of Blundell. It's so good to have Markadeer back into this team. Just adds a wee bit of balance to the side. And he's bowling beautifully here in this spell. He's got the wicket of Denver as well. And Wellington has slumped to 30 for 3. In this important fixture for the Otago Volts. Okay, out of the attack. Daryl Mitchell will come in for 1. Daryl Mitchell's had a pretty good campaign with the bat. He's just chipping in here and there with the ball. We're a bit light on the bowling, I think, at the moment. But it's all good. We'll just work something out as we go along and hopefully work out for the best. So just back of a length stuff, probably just drop the length in that back and just try and contain them a little bit. Daryl Mitchell will give him 1 more over just to see if he can just sort of go for 7 or 8, even 10 would be acceptable here just to get through. Oh boy, 6, 4, 2, 2 and 1. That's Bracewell up to 50 or 20 deliveries, 4 4s, 4 6s. He's taking the game really away from us at the moment. Markadeer will have to come back into the attack. We need a strike. We need to get back into this fixture. And I think the change of bowling is just to get it in the right area. Get it in the block hole. And immediately we've had success. We've got the key wicket of Bracewell. 50 off 21 deliveries. Magnificent innings. Get that ball moving. We're going to bring Williams back for 1 over 2. Like we've got to make a couple of strikes, I think. Like 88 for 4 after 9 is so dangerous. And a couple of changes in the bowling have reaped the rewards as we get Jimmy Neesham, another good player, out for 20. Nathan Smith got a score against us last time. We'll be looking to contain him. Markadeer will probably just swap out of the attack. Bring Muller back in to bowl a couple of overs, hopefully. We're just going to make sure we've got 5 fields out. Just want to cover all the main zones. They're going to get through. It's going to go through there. So hopefully Muller can deliver there. Williams 1 for 18 off 3 has been absolutely outstanding today. 109 for 5 off 11 overs. Near 10 and over the run rate, which is a bit of a concern. K will come back for an over. Just going to rotate our bowlers round. Just make sure we're getting in the right channels. Get that in the block hole. Trying to get that up now. Wee bit of a downside for Wellington is the fact that they have lost 6 wickets. That's good news for us. So hopefully we can slow them down. Nathan Smith, 15 his average. Don't know why Georgian's so high in the order, but never mind. As K has got a couple wickets in this over. Good bowling from the youngster. As Wellington got a few overs to bat. Even though they're going at a really good run rate, they have lost a couple of key men in here. So just going to try and bowl our best bowlers. If Mitchell has to bowl towards the death, so be it. He might be able to be economical. So we're just looking to strike here. Markadeer is just bowling a beautiful spell. Look at that swing. Look at the hoop. Why didn't we bowl fuller from the onset? It's starting to pay off. Markadeer has picked up a 5 as Wellington are crumbling here at home. Definitely just got to bowl our best bowlers, and K has trapped Bond, LBW, and Wellington were looking so good for a long period of that innings. Bracewell, as soon as Bracewell went out to the bowling of Adair, the game changed. 5 for 18 for Markadeer. That could be his best ever bowling figures, and it is. It's his first fifer. In his career for Otago, just comes on, bowls handy spells, very good in the limited over stuff for us. Hasn't played too much first class group, but when he is available in the limited overs form, that is just a good all-round buy, I reckon, as far as I'm concerned. So we've got to polish this game off now. Just got to make sure we get the result. There's still a bit in it for the bowlers if they get in the right channels. Cooper's had a couple of handy scores this season. That's why he's kept the spot where he's got no choice with a few people away. He's got to deliver. But really happy with that bowling performance. Oh, Cooper's gone. It's gone for a blistering 8 off 3 deliveries. Kelly will join Rutherford at the crease. 12 for 1 after 2. The volts. Just a composed figure is needed. Like one of our top 6 needs to get 30 or 40 here just to get the chase home. Been a good opportunity for Kelly to do that, and he's got a bit of a leading edge going all the way for 6. It's a good shot from Rutherford. Getting on a fair age, Hamish Rutherford now. 35 years of age. But those are handy contributions in the first class Monday game. Obviously, with the lack of depth, we've got to pick him in the 20 over stuff. But if Hamish Rutherford can get 1 or 2 scores in the 20 over campaign with the games to come, I'd be pretty happy if he averages around 17 to 18 for the season. It's good shots from Kelly. Just got dropped there for a little while, but he is back in the team. It's a good over so far, and Wellington can't afford these leaky overs. 51 for 1 after 5. 69 runs at 4.6 per over. It's a good shot from Rutherford. Rocks onto the back foot. Puts it away for 4. And this is one of his better performances of the season. Loving to reach 100 games for each format. We'll check that in another video, but he's gradually getting there. He might be 37, 38 by the time he gets there, but he's going to be one of those sort of players that can get a couple of 50s here and there and contribute, and he's not going to demand too much salary. Like, salary is a huge important part of this game. Going to be containing the budget so we don't run into problems. It's a very good controlled run chase so far from the Otago Volts, as the 2 experienced players of Kelly and Rutherford are just nudging it round, picking up the old boundary, putting a couple balls away. Johnson has managed to get one past Kelly's bat though, and that is LBW for 36 of 26. Brings Tom Bruce to the crease. Tom Bruce got that very impressive score in the last episode. Very brilliant 97 that he had scored. 4 runs to him. 35 at 3.1. This is cruisy for Otago, but you saw what happened to Wellington from their position, so we can't take anything for granted. Just got to polish this off, get a very important win in terms of the schemes of things, and get into a position where we're not struggling to make the top 3 and have another shot at winning the 20 over trophy. We performed really well in the 20 over trophy in the first 4 seasons, which I'm rapt about. It's just don't want to do it in the last couple of games, you know. Just want to take the tension off the lads. Hamish Rutherford. This plays a lovely drive along the ground. That's 4. 100 for 2. Otago, 19 required. Kind of slogging that to the leg side. There is Hamish Rutherford. 9 off 4 deliveries so far on the over. And Johnson's bowled a couple of handy deliveries here. He's got the wicket of Tom Bruce out for 13. Brings Finn Allen to the crease. One thing I've been impressed with so far in the season is the depth of the batting. Like, with Taylor and Fulcher getting those scores, even though we lost one on 1-1, it just gives me the faith that those young guys are going to step up when it's required. So 9 runs at 1.1, 111 for 3 after 12 overs. We are going to get a really big boost to our run rate, which is good. Rutherford will be gutted about that. He could have guided the team home. He's gone for 50 off 32, 5 4s, 2 6s. This long over continues, and Daryl Mitchell finishes it off, and the Otago Volts have picked up a very, very good win over the Wellington Firebirds. Market Deer, exceptional bowling. the game turret when he come on to bowl. We'll just have a wee look at how Foxcroft and that's been performing, and doesn't look like he got too many. Is New Zealand are surprisingly struggling against the West Indies. But yeah, that's the standings at the moment. Like I said, Central Districts would be the big mover in this episode. But we've got a 6-point gap on Wellington and Canterbury. We've got a huge chance of qualifying. We probably need to win one more game out of the last 3 to make it. So can we do it in this episode against the Northern District side that are in 6th place? Central Districts beat Wellington by 18 runs there. So what did that do for the table? Canterbury are on 16. They'll be wanting us to lose in this game. And so will Central Districts, actually, to make it a blockbuster finish. But if we can knock over Northern Districts, we'll go to 22 and we'd be 10 points clear of Central Districts and 6 clear of Canterbury, with Canterbury being under a bit of pressure. But let's sort of take our time, go through that. And New Zealand got absolutely pummeled there too, just wanted to show you guys that. We might make a few changes to this team. Yeah, just a bit of a rotation policy here, guys. I just had a wee look at Finn Allen this season. 309019. This needs to go get some form for the seconds again. He's had a pretty average year as well, just looking at his stats. 31 games, an average of 14, and I think just overall this season he's got the 150. Been batting in different positions too, but yeah, time for Finn Allen just to go and get a bit of form. So we've just made a few alterations to the batting order, obviously. Giving Hall a game, his first game of the season. For the Otago Bolts and 20 over colours. Just a couple of changes there, obviously. Rutherford, Cooper, Kelly Bruce, Cox coming in. He will not be keeping. It'll be him keeping. Rutherford will be the captain. But yeah, Cox, Mitchell, Taylor, Adair, Williams, Kay, and Hall will make up our team. Conditions today, bit overcast. Bounces average, where is good. Northern Districts have got a pretty sort of decent team still. You can't underestimate them. Seifert has been scoring plenty of runs against us. They've got Kugelline, Sodi, and Bolt that can still work their magic. So we've got to be careful here. We will bowl first. We tend to be a side that can chase pretty well, and we'll stick to that tactic. So I'm just going to bowl in good areas. Hopefully Williams can get the ball to hoop early on. Would be very nice if he could. Just the 2 runs off the over there, and the same sort of tactic with K. Just get in the right areas. 6 without loss after 2. As Williams gets a key wicket of Tim Seifert. That is a really good wicket. And the start that we wanted. Oh, this is magnificent from Williams. Just getting it in the right areas. The field placement is sublime. And Northern Districts have all of a sudden have gone from a positive start to 9 for 2 after 3 overs effectively. So very, very nice start. We'll get the ball talking. Wow, that over 4-6-6-4-6. Williams just lost complete control of that over, so I'm just going to get it back of a length. Shaw, Paul Shaw. He has played for the Black Caps as well. Decided that Williams was not going to be bowling that channel anymore. Back of the length now. 52 for 2 after 6. So the first 4 overs were exceptional, and now we're just going to try and pick it back. I'm just going to get the lengths in that correct now. Drop that back. 24. That's our field for when we need 5 outs. Markadeer was really good in the last game. Hall. Just getting another opportunity. Just need to rotate him in and out. Just give him a bit of a taste of the team. 80 for 2 after 8. Sure, 57 or 28. He's absolutely having a clinic out there at the moment. But Markadeer's got the wicket of Clark. It's gone for 19. Ooh, 2 overs, none for 28. Daryl Mitchell into the attack. 91 for 3 after 10. So it's pretty much Northern Districts in control of this game, you'd have to say, at the moment. 102 for 3. Just one man's really got going, and everyone else has sort of struggled, and it's just the way it is at the moment. Mitchell bowled a pretty tidy spell there. K into the attack. It's got to starve Shore of the strike if we can. Kay gets the wicket of Graham. It's a good wicket for Kay. Take that. Out for 10 off 15. Brings Cocker to the crease. Relatively new to the scene on debut. So there you go. It's a good over too. Only 6 off it. It's Mitchell there. It's doing an okay job, Mitchell. 3 overs, none for 21. Kay's bowled out 1 for 22 off his overs. Bring Hall into the attack. 133 for 4 off 15. 89 of 45 ashore. He's been absolutely brilliant. Just keeping his Northern District side in the game. Just bowling it. We're going to bowl round the wicket. No, we won't. We'll just stick to our plans. Just try something a bit different. Hall. That's a moral boost for Hall. He's taken a bit of flack today. Gets a wicket, more importantly. Trying to bowl short pitch stuff. Williams into the attack. Williams will bowl his lengths. We're not going to bowl short pitch for him. 95 of 49. Good over from Williams. He's 2 overs for 38. 4 overs, 2 for 38. Not bad. Mitchell had to bowl this over. It's be an over that Northern Districts be looking to target, I'd say. Mitchell has bowled a good spell, none for 28 off 4. As Paul Shaw, 100 off 53 deliveries, 10 fours, 4 sixes. He's been the catalyst of what has been a very impressive performance overall from him. The other players have sort of struggled. I'm just trying to rethink my tactics here too. I'm just going to get Hall through his over here. If we can get them under 180, we might be able to chase it down. 1 for 56 for Hall. He really didn't have a good day at the office. So we'll just rotate Hall out again and just try and get him into some better form. Markadeer has got the wicket of Savage. Savage has gone for 23. 180 for 6. Off the back of that magnificent 109. So a lot of pressure on the Otago side to chase this. Got the class to do it. Let's see what will transpire here. So worst case scenario, if we lose, we get close. Get 160, 170, so our net run rate doesn't get destroyed. Because net run rate could come into it, you know, like just with the how close the competition usually is. Lovely shot from Hamish Rutherford. Have faith in our team that we are going to be there or thereabouts. I think we will make the top 3. I think 22 points will just get us into 3rd, but I'd love to go further than that. I'd love to get at least 1st or 2nd. So we at least get a home preliminary final or a home final if we get that off. So, yeah, not a bad start. Cooper and Rutherford are hitting their straps. That's a lovely shot from Cooper. Just picks that up nicely. Otago race out to 40 without loss. Oh, that's a drop. That's not what you want if you're the Northern District side. So 44 without loss after 4 overs. Otago really just have got off to a flyer, but Cougar Line has come on and got the wicket of Henry Cooper. Just like that. Kelly in next. Free hit for him. That has been well picked and dispatched for 6. Oh, played a miss from Rutherford. He's worked the single off the next ball though, and that is another boundary. So keep it up, Otago. 61 for 1 after 6. 120 at 8.5. Rutherford on 27. Kelly on 11. Oh, Rutherford has just been contained in this over and he's been dismissed by Randall. Brings Bruce to the crease. And the run rate's just all of a sudden crept up to 9.5. Just with little action in the last couple of overs as Kelly gets a bit of a leading edge, but he gets it away for 4. Sodi, and Sodi must be a fair age now. 32 years of age. Been around the scene. 20 over cricket is his specialty. 230 wickets at 24.56. He's a handy operator to call upon. Needed that boundary because we only got 3 singles off the over. Kelly at least gets it away for 84 for 2 after 10. 97 runs at 9.7. 8 wickets in hand. That's the important thing for Otago. There are some wickets in hand to launch. Just getting contained a little bit. Not working the singles enough. I feel. 89 at 9.8. Some spin coming in now. Savage and Sodi trying to put more pressure on this Otago side. You can't be on your B game. You got to be on your A game every time because there's not much between these 6 sides. Oh, that's a bit of a lucky shot from Kelly. He's played a few of those. You got to get a bit lucky in 20 over cricket. This could be the over that we get a big over and get the run rate contained again. That's a bit of a leading... oh, he's absolutely made a meal of that. I thought that was just a sitter. I was just expecting to give Tom Bruce his formalities. But in the end, it's gone for 4, and it's ended up being a good over for the Volts. Oh, brilliant catch. And Bruce has finally been caught. He's gone for 13 off 14. Brings Jeffrey Cox to the crease. He's got a bit of potential, Jeffrey. Just hasn't shown in the 20 over stuff just yet. Only 4 off the over. So just being contained again. Otago need to release the shackles again. And that's 50 for Kelly. His road is like a little bit, but at the end of the day, he's keeping his team within a chance of taking this game. He's been caught and bowled. So as soon as he brings up 50, he gets out. Brings Daryl Mitchell in to the wicket, and Mitchell's been in good form this season, so hopefully Mitchell can showcase his experience and get going effectively. He's been part of important partnerships. Throughout 54 off 5 overs. It's a tough task. If in doubt, we get close. We take it as deep as we can. That's the important thing for us. We need this to go before, and it has. We've got 8 off the over so far. 45 off 24. It is just getting a wee bit out of hand, and this is a good over so far. As Trent Bolt has got the wicket of Daryl Mitchell as Otago slump further to a bit of trouble. Taylor's trying to bash that, and I think he's going to be caught on the boundary. He is. He's slumped further into trouble. 39 for 6. If we can get 30 off the last 3 and just get close, that's the key for us. I don't think we're going to win the game now. I think that special 100 from Paul Shaw has just done the job for the Northern District side. That's the difference between the two sides. It's been hard yakka. Only Kelly for us and really Rutherford looked like getting going. And it's good shots for 4. It's 150 up for Otago. And Cox's innings has come to an end. He has gone for 18 off 18. 30 off 6. Yeah, we're just going to fall short today. We just weren't quite there with the ball. Our lines to Shaw weren't quite good enough. We're good to everyone else. That's one special performance today, and the innings is just capitulated a wee bit. A 24-run defeat, not too bad in the end. A few men getting a few starts, but just couldn't kick on really. Good enough performance. Like the spin was quite good as well. 1 for 25 for Kugelline, 3 for 31 for Savage. Bolt was really good towards the end. But yeah, great innings from Shaw, and look at that. That competition is going to go down to the wire. Hopefully the next episode is either the Premier League final or the final of the 20 over competition, guys. If not, you'll probably see us for another one-day games where we're really good in that competition. Anyone can still make that top 3, by the way, there. But let's hope we may have Fred Sutherland in that back, and we've got a key man back as well, Jacob Duffy, for the next couple games. So I'm looking forward to that. But for now, guys, join the Discord once again. We're trying to get a bit of like videos and that up for Cricket Captain. Obviously, you want to talk about games around the world. If you're keen on that, join the Discord. It's a big Discord. It covers all my Twitch stuff as well. And we'll see you next time.